So given what the New York Giants have recently done, which is, to be honest, not a whole lot, I think they have played the long game and truly developed one of the best defenses in their division and what could become one of the best defenses in the NFL moving forwards with the acquisition of not only Brian Burns, but their defensive coordinator as well. Let me expand on that right after this. My name is Nick. This is Real Coverage. Let's get to it.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
Nope. They roll coverage.
Okay, so we've all seen the now infamous clip. Just in case, I'm going to play it for you right here.
Want to get us?
They have COVID ones for friends.
Ooh.
That sounded an awful lot like the Panthers. Just let the Giants know that pass rusher extraordinaire Brian Burns is available.
There's Burns being an absolute factor, just wins off.
And that was the specific moment that the Giants realized that they could complete their original goal in 2019. And what goal is that? Well, I found this article, so let me share it with you. This article was published way back before the 2019 draft. 2018, I apologize. 2018-2019 draft. Right when Brian Burns was coming out. And the interesting thing about this is they were meeting with him then. In fact, he was one of the few teams he met with. But before I get too ahead of myself, let's just go on, read the article, get everything, and then let's move forwards to my final thoughts and all the extra information that I'm going to give you for this, okay? So the New York Giants are among teams meeting with Florida State edge Brian Burns. Obviously, coming out of Florida State, he was a sought-after recruit. The New York Giants are among the multiple teams meeting with the Florida State defensive end and the 2019 NFL draft prospect Brian Burns. One of the areas the New York Giants should look to improve this offseason is the defensive line. The only problem is the fact that they have the number 6 overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft. Yes, it's a top 10 pick, but arguably the two defensive line prospects in Alabama's Quinnen Williams and Ohio State's Nick Bosa may be selected in the top 5. However, the Giants may still have the chance to select Kentucky defensive end Josh Allen or Florida State defensive end Brian Burns. The Giants are reportedly among the few teams meeting with Burns. Burns spoke to Chris Sims on the Unbuttoned Show on Wednesday and mentioned the Colts, Bucks, Lions, and Giants as teams that are interested in hosting him for visits. He mentioned how the Colts seem like the organization most intrigued by his skill set. Very interesting. The Colts have shown the most interest by far, Burns said. I've had dinner with them, met with them at the Combine, got on the board a little bit. Now, Burns played for the Seminoles for 3 seasons, from 16 to 18. In those 3 years, the Fort Lauderdale native racked up 24 sacks and 39.5 tackles for loss. His efforts this past year earned him the first-team All-ACC honors. Burns is expected to go mid-first round, possibly inside the top 10. If he were to slip a few picks, the Giants could select him with their pick at 17 overall. Burns is a talented edge rusher who would be able to complement B.J. Hill and Dalvin Tomlinson. With those defensive linemen, along with linebackers Lorenzo Carter and Alec Ogletree, the New York Giants could put together an effective and productive pass rush in 2019. Now, I said all that to show you this. Here was that draft. Okay? Kyler Murray, Nick Bosa, Quinnen Williams. Obviously, you see the big two there. We dropped down a little bit. Josh Allen at 7 because they went Daniel Jones. This was the Daniel Jones draft, and being a Duke fan, it hurts. It absolutely hurts to see Daniel Jones out there, because I wish we could have a Duke quarterback that could really show the world that Duke could really be a good powerhouse for quarterbacks, but regardless. So instead, they'd take Daniel Jones, which obviously they have won a playoff game, I'm pretty sure, and went to the playoffs, but not really going to be anything of value. Look at the things later. Josh Allen, Hawk, Ed Oliver, Devin Bush, Jonah Williams, Rashawn Gary, Wilkins, Lindstrom, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, Brian Burns, and then there's that Dexter Lawrence. So clearly they were going to go Dexter or Brian with that 17 pick. They decided to go Dexter because that's what was available. But now we obviously know Dexter, Brian Burns are on the same team. And it's got an interesting defensive coordinator with them too. Somebody else that you guys might know about, in fact. Shane Bowen. Shane Bowen spent the last few years with Tennessee Titans. In fact, I'm going to pull up something right here. We're going to pull up the article where he was hired. So, again, I'm going a little kind of crazy, but I want to make sure you guys understand where I see this Giants defense really taking a jump forwards with a second-round pick and some extras. They didn't really give up a whole lot for what was top 10, at worst, top 15 pass rusher. Obviously, they had to pay him quite a bit as well. But when we move here, Shane Bowen was Tennessee's defensive coordinator for the past 3 seasons and will take over the same position as the Giants. We also bring over the former OC as the now tight ends coach for the Titans. Bowen completed his 6th with the Titans, 8 overall in the NFL. Tennessee promoted him to DC in 21, where he spent the first 3 seasons as outside linebacker coach. In 23, Bowen boasted the #1 defense in red zone scoring, allowed touchdowns on only 37.7% of drives inside the 30, goal-to-go scoring at 42.9%, resulting in touchdowns, and third down conversion rate in the red zone at 23.4. In addition, Tennessee ranked second in inside the 30 touchdown efficiency at 34.7, and opponent third in short down conversion at 50%. So I'm going to be honest, Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, running back room, you guys lose Barkley to in-division rival, so that sucks for you guys, just in general. That shouldn't have happened, but if you're going to pay Brian Burns, I understand why you're kind of getting rid of that. But I wouldn't be surprised if this team could sneak out 7 or 8 wins. I was about to say I couldn't see a scenario, but I absolutely could see a scenario where Brian Burns is top 8, top 10 in sacks, and puts up more sacks now for the Giants than he did for the Panthers. And you know what he got when he was with my Panthers? A Pro Bowl. So expect that to come soon. It may not be year 1. Give Shane Bowen a tiny bit of time, but given his track record, given everything that the Giants are doing, especially with Brian Daboll at head coach, again, Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, who I believe in 10 out of 10, I drafted him in 50 of my 50 fantasy leagues last year. So that tells you how much I believe in that man. And as we continue, I'm super excited. I'm obviously super sad that Brian Burns is no longer in my Carolina Panthers jersey. But you New York Giants fans, with this Hard Knocks, man, you guys are about to completely shake up the NFL world, and I hope it is with that man at the helm. So good luck, New York Giants. Good luck in that division. Good luck to Brian Burns, of course. And as always, my name is Nick. This is Roll Coverage. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the day. Make sure you subscribe to find out more of our videos, and make sure you check out our most recent one, the top 4 reasons why the Carolina Panthers should be concerned about the next NFL season. So, otherwise, have a great rest of the day. Peace.